fabulous people. I'm so excited you're in my New York City kitchen. I'm Jason, and today we are gonna make carb-hugging, sweet and bubbly with woodsy rosemary flavored bread soup. It exists. It's a Tuscan recipe where they use the leftover bread to make soup. And just a quick tip, when you are cutting your bread, cut it with the knife with the teeth. This way, it saws through it and you don't smush your bread. It stands up tall like bread soldiers. Okay, so let's turn on the stove to really high, and I'm gonna put about 4 tablespoons of extra virgin fruity olive oil in there with 3 tablespoons of butter. Okay, so in here I have 3 cloves of garlic, I have a tablespoon of oregano, and a half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes. And I'm putting it in the oil and butter first because dry herbs need to be awoken, and when you heat it up, the oils come out and becomes even more flavorful. And then next, all my bread goes in there. And we're gonna just mix this to make beautiful croutons. This is getting nice and toasty, so I am going to take the bread out and I'm gonna lower the heat to like a medium heat right there. This smells like garlic bread cooking at grandma's house. And we're gonna add about 3 tablespoons of olive oil. And then because I worked all day, I got a little help from the grocery store with a whole onion chopped. Best friends forever, some salt and pepper. Grate your pepper, it has much more bite and has it lose some of that oils. Okay, and now a tablespoon of the oregano my friend Bill got me from Italy. Half a teaspoon of the red pepper flakes, and 3 garlic cloves that I chopped up. And because in Tuscany they have this beautiful, sweet, woodsy rosemary all over the place, I'm gonna take 2 sticks of rosemary and I put them in there, and then I'm gonna fish it out later. Okay, and then a can of whole tomatoes and its juices. And then I just use a potato masher to mash up those tomatoes. And if you buy whole tomatoes, you get a much sweeter flavor and a less metally canned flavor. Just to get this very soupy, we're gonna put some chicken stock in here, but you can use veggie stock if you wanna keep this vegetarian. And 1 stock in a box has about 4 cups. So we're gonna use about 3 cups of this, and I'm just gonna guesstimate it right there. Voila. And then a fun trick, save your Parmesan rinds and put it in your soups and your stews because that salty umami, if I'm saying it right, flavor gets in there. And then all I'm gonna do is turn this to medium and let it cook for about 15 minutes. Then we're gonna drop our crusty, garlicky bread in there. It's gonna disintegrate and become this amazing soup. Okay, now the moment you've all been waiting for. Look how beautiful toasted bread, or like I like to call them, croutons, look in that soup. To be super rustica, I'm gonna rip up some basil. And I always say to smell your fresh herbs so that you know that they're fresh, otherwise don't use them. And we're gonna mix it together. And I saved some croutons to put on top. And I'm just gonna mix this just a little bit. Guys, for my birthday, my mom and Tom trade off each year on getting me croutons from this place called Claire's Cornucopia. I totally prefer croutons over chocolate. I know I'm crazy, but croutons are so crunchy and carb hugging. Okay, so this soup is one of my favorites. So if it couldn't have got any easier, 1 minute to make the croutons, 15 minutes to get the simmer, and now the bread's in and we're gonna go 15 more minutes, so 30 minutes. After a long day, you get a trophy of a big bowl of hug and comforting tomato soup with bread love. Just for you because you're awesome. Okay, it's been 15 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna grab a bowl of this, all of that bread right there. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of Parm cheese for a little bit of a bite. Some beautiful bread pieces on top. Okay, recipe on chophappy.com, and grab the soup bowls by the handful because you're awesome and you deserve sweet, fabulous things in your life. Oh my God. It's creamy, and that garlic from that bread just rushes into my tongue and dances with it. Yay, you rock. Remember, you're awesome, you're amazing, and you can do anything.